Welcome to our exploration of biological processes. Biology is the study of life and living organisms, encompassing everything from microscopic cells to complex ecosystems. Understanding biological processes helps us appreciate how life functions, adapts, and evolves. In this video, we'll break down the essential processes that keep living things alive, from the smallest bacteria to the largest mammal. We'll also see how these processes are interconnected, forming the foundation of all life on Earth. Let's begin our journey by looking at what makes a process biological and why these processes are crucial for survival. Biological processes are the series of steps or actions that occur within living organisms to maintain life. These include everything from breathing and digestion to cell division and growth. Each process is vital, ensuring that organisms can obtain energy, grow, reproduce, and respond to their environment. By analyzing these processes, scientists can better understand health, disease, and the intricate balance of nature. As we move forward, we'll dive into some of the most fundamental biological processes and see how they operate at both the cellular and organismal levels. One of the most essential biological processes is cellular respiration. This is how cells convert nutrients like glucose into usable energy in the form of ATP. Cellular respiration occurs in the mitochondria and involves a series of chemical reactions. Without this process, cells wouldn't have the energy needed to perform their functions. Whether you're running a marathon or simply breathing, cellular respiration is working behind the scenes to keep your body powered. Let's take a closer look at how this process unfolds within our cells. Photosynthesis is the process plants use to convert sunlight into chemical energy. This remarkable process takes place in the chloroplasts of plant cells. By capturing sunlight, plants transform carbon dioxide and water into glucose and oxygen. Not only does photosynthesis provide food for plants, but it also produces the oxygen we breathe. This process is fundamental to life on Earth, supporting food chains and maintaining atmospheric balance. Next, we'll see how photosynthesis and cellular respiration are interconnected. Photosynthesis and cellular respiration are closely linked. While plants produce oxygen and glucose through photosynthesis, animals and humans use these products for cellular respiration. In turn, the carbon dioxide we exhale is used by plants during photosynthesis. This cycle demonstrates the interconnectedness of life and the balance maintained in ecosystems. Understanding this relationship helps us appreciate the delicate equilibrium that supports all living things. DNA replication is the process by which a cell copies its genetic material before division. This ensures that each new cell receives an exact copy of the DNA. The process involves unwinding the double helix and synthesizing new strands using existing ones as templates. DNA replication is fundamental for growth, repair, and reproduction in all living organisms. Mistakes in this process can lead to mutations, which sometimes result in genetic disorders or evolution over time. Protein synthesis is how cells build proteins, which are essential for structure, function, and regulation of the body's tissues and organs. The process starts with transcription, where DNA is used to create messenger RNA. Then during translation, ribosomes read the mRNA to assemble amino acids into proteins. This process is vital for growth, repair, and carrying out countless cellular functions. Without protein synthesis, life as we know it would not be possible. Mitosis is the process by which a single cell divides to produce two identical daughter cells. This process is crucial for growth, development, and tissue repair in multicellular organisms. Mitosis ensures that each new cell has the same genetic material as the original. The stages of mitosis include prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase, each playing a specific role in the accurate distribution of chromosomes. Meiosis is a special type of cell division that produces gametes, sperm and egg cells with half the usual number of chromosomes. This reduction is essential for sexual reproduction, ensuring genetic diversity in offspring. During meiosis, cells undergo 2 rounds of division, resulting in 4 unique daughter cells. The process introduces variation, which is a driving force behind evolution and adaptation. Enzymes are biological catalysts that speed up chemical reactions in the body. Without enzymes, most reactions would occur too slowly to sustain life. Each enzyme is specific to a particular reaction, ensuring efficiency and regulation. Enzyme activity is influenced by factors like temperature and pH. Understanding enzymes helps us grasp how metabolism and other vital processes are controlled within living organisms. Metabolism refers to all the chemical reactions that occur within an organism to maintain life. These reactions are divided into 2 categories: catabolism, which breaks down molecules to release energy, and anabolism, which builds up molecules using energy. Metabolism is essential for growth, repair, and energy production. The balance between these processes keeps organisms healthy and functioning efficiently. Homeostasis is the process by which living organisms maintain a stable internal environment despite external changes. This includes regulating temperature, pH, and water balance. Homeostasis is achieved through feedback mechanisms that detect changes and trigger responses to restore balance. For example, when you get too hot, your body sweats to cool down. Maintaining homeostasis is vital for survival and proper functioning. Osmosis and diffusion are processes that move substances across cell membranes. Diffusion is the movement of molecules from an area of high concentration to low concentration, while osmosis specifically refers to the movement of water. These processes are essential for nutrient uptake, waste removal, and maintaining cell health. They occur naturally and do not require energy, making them efficient ways for cells to exchange materials with their environment. Like diffusion and osmosis, active transport requires energy to move substances against their concentration gradient. This process is crucial for maintaining proper concentrations of ions and nutrients inside cells. Active transport uses proteins in the cell membrane to pump molecules where they are needed, ensuring cells function optimally. It's a key process in nerve transmission, muscle contraction, and nutrient absorption. Cells communicate with each other using chemical signals. This communication is essential for coordinating activities like growth, immune responses, and tissue repair. Signals can be hormones, neurotransmitters, or other molecules that bind to receptors on target cells. Proper cell communication ensures that the body responds appropriately to changes and maintains health. Immune response is the body's defense against pathogens like bacteria and viruses. It involves recognizing foreign invaders and launching a coordinated attack to eliminate them. The immune system uses a variety of cells and molecules, including white blood cells and antibodies, to protect the body. A healthy immune response is vital for preventing infections and maintaining overall health. Nervous system controls and coordinates body activities by transmitting electrical and chemical signals. It consists of the brain, spinal cord, and nerves. The nervous system allows us to sense our environment, process information, and respond quickly to stimuli. It's essential for movement, thought, and maintaining homeostasis. Understanding how the nervous system works helps us appreciate the complexity of biological processes. Hormones are chemical messengers produced by glands that regulate various biological processes. They control growth, metabolism, reproduction, and mood. Hormones travel through the bloodstream to target organs, triggering specific responses. Proper hormonal balance is essential for health, and imbalances can lead to disorders like diabetes or thyroid problems. Digestion is the process of breaking down food into nutrients that the body can absorb and use. It involves mechanical and chemical breakdown, starting in the mouth and continuing through the stomach and intestines. Absorption occurs mainly in the small intestine, where nutrients enter the bloodstream. Efficient digestion and absorption are vital for providing energy and building materials for the body. Excretion is the process of removing waste products from the body. This includes substances like carbon dioxide, urea, and excess water. The kidneys, lungs, and skin all play roles in excretion. Efficient waste removal is essential for maintaining internal balance and preventing toxic buildup. Excretion is a key part of homeostasis and overall health. Circulatory system transports oxygen, nutrients, and waste products throughout the body. It consists of the heart, blood, and blood vessels. This system ensures that every cell receives what it needs to function and that waste products are efficiently removed. The circulatory system also plays a role in regulating temperature and defending against disease. Respiratory system is responsible for exchanging gases between the body and the environment. It brings in oxygen and removes carbon dioxide through the lungs. This process is essential for cellular respiration and energy production. The respiratory system works closely with the circulatory system to deliver oxygen to tissues and remove waste gases. Reproductive system enables organisms to produce offspring and pass on genetic information. In animals, this involves specialized organs and cells such as sperm and eggs. The reproductive system is essential for the continuation of species and genetic diversity. It also involves complex hormonal regulation and development processes. Growth and development are continuous processes that occur throughout an organism's life. Growth involves an increase in size and mass, while development refers to changes in form and function. These processes are regulated by genetic and environmental factors, ensuring that organisms mature and adapt to their surroundings. Aging is a natural biological process involving gradual changes in structure and function over time. It affects all living organisms and is influenced by genetic, environmental, and lifestyle factors. Understanding aging helps scientists study longevity, health, and age-related diseases. While aging is inevitable, research continues to explore ways to promote healthy aging and improve quality of life. Adaptation is the process by which organisms adjust to changes in their environment. This can involve physical, behavioral, or physiological changes that improve survival and reproduction. Adaptations arise through natural selection and are key to the diversity of life on Earth. Studying adaptation helps us understand evolution and the resilience of living things. Evolution is the process by which species change over time through genetic variation and natural selection. It explains the diversity of life and how organisms adapt to their environments. Evolutionary processes operate over generations, leading to the emergence of new species and the extinction of others. Understanding evolution is fundamental to all biological sciences. Symbiosis describes the close relationship between different species living together. These relationships can be mutualistic, where both benefit, commensal, where one benefits without harming the other, or parasitic, where one benefits at the expense of the other. Symbiosis is common in nature and plays a significant role in ecosystem stability and diversity. Ecological interactions include all the ways organisms affect each other and their environment. These interactions can be competitive, predatory, or cooperative. They shape population dynamics, community structure, and ecosystem health. By studying ecological interactions, we gain insight into the balance and complexity of natural systems. Energy flow describes how energy moves through an ecosystem, from producers like plants to consumers and decomposers. This flow is essential for sustaining life, as each level depends on the one below it. Energy is transferred through food chains and webs, with some lost as heat at each step. Understanding energy flow helps explain the structure and function of ecosystems. Nutrient cycles, like the carbon and nitrogen cycles, describe how essential elements move through living and non-living parts of ecosystems. These cycles ensure that nutrients are recycled and available for new generations of organisms. Disruptions to nutrient cycles can have significant impacts on ecosystem health and productivity. Population dynamics studies how populations of organisms change over time. Factors like birth rates, death rates, immigration, and emigration all influence population size. Understanding these dynamics helps ecologists predict trends, manage wildlife, and conserve endangered species. Genetic variation refers to differences in DNA among individuals within a population. This variation is the raw material for evolution and adaptation. It arises through mutations, gene shuffling during reproduction, and other processes. High genetic variation increases a population's ability to survive environmental changes. Mutation is a change in the DNA sequence of an organism. Mutations can be caused by errors during DNA replication or by environmental factors like radiation. While some mutations are harmful, others can be beneficial or neutral. Mutations contribute to genetic diversity and are a key driver of evolution. Natural selection is the process by which organisms better adapted to their environment tend to survive and reproduce more successfully. Over time, this leads to the accumulation of beneficial traits in a population. Natural selection is a fundamental mechanism of evolution and explains how species adapt to changing environments. Speciation is the process by which new species arise from existing ones. This can occur when populations become isolated and evolve independently. Over time, genetic differences accumulate, leading to reproductive barriers and the formation of distinct species. Speciation is a key process in the diversification of life. Behavioral processes include all the actions and reactions of organisms in response to their environment. These behaviors can be innate or learned and are crucial for survival, reproduction, and social interaction. Studying behavior helps us understand animal societies, communication, and adaptation. Learning is the process by which organisms acquire new information or skills, while memory is the ability to store and retrieve this information. These processes are essential for adaptation and survival, allowing organisms to respond to changes and remember past experiences. Learning and memory are studied extensively in both animals and humans. Social behavior refers to interactions among individuals within a species. These behaviors include cooperation, competition, mating, and communication. Social behavior is important for survival and reproduction, influencing group dynamics and the structure of animal societies. Biological rhythms are regular cycles in the physiological processes of living organisms. Examples include circadian rhythms, which follow a 24-hour cycle, and seasonal rhythms. These rhythms help organisms anticipate and adapt to changes in their environment, such as day and night or seasonal shifts. Biotechnology uses biological processes for technological and industrial purposes. This includes genetic engineering, cloning, and the production of medicines. Biotechnology has revolutionized agriculture, medicine, and environmental management, offering solutions to many global challenges. Genetic engineering involves directly modifying the DNA of organisms to achieve desired traits. This technology is used in agriculture to create pest-resistant crops, in medicine to develop gene therapies, and in research to study gene function. While powerful, genetic engineering raises ethical and safety concerns that must be carefully considered. Cloning is the process of creating genetically identical copies of organisms or cells. This can occur naturally, as in identical twins, or artificially through scientific techniques. Cloning has applications in medicine, agriculture, and conservation, but also presents ethical challenges. Human activities such as pollution, deforestation, and climate change can disrupt biological processes in ecosystems. These impacts can lead to loss of biodiversity, altered nutrient cycles, and health problems for humans and wildlife. Understanding our impact is crucial for developing sustainable solutions and protecting the natural world. Analyzing biological processes allows us to understand the complexity of life and address challenges in health, agriculture, and the environment. By studying these processes, scientists can develop new technologies, improve medicine, and promote sustainability. The more we learn about biological processes, the better equipped we are to protect and enhance life on Earth. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the fascinating world of biology.